Hey lovelies, welcome back to the Feminine Curator. I'm your host, Ruth Moore. All right, so today we are diving into the very first pillar of the HAUS Formula, the body. If you haven't had a chance to listen to the previous episode, here is a quick recap. The HAUS Formula is my signature pathway for all of us to create a midlife glow up that isn't about crisis, it's about curation. What do we mean by curation? I'm so glad you asked. So, curation is the intentional act of choosing what belongs and what no longer does. It's the art of shaping your life with purpose, taste, and standards. Now, the three pillars that are part of the HAUS Formula, body, boundaries, and beauty, hold the structure of a life that is feminine, sovereign, and deeply rooted in self-respect. I consider all three the foundation of the midlife glow up. And today we are beginning where everything starts. It's with the body. Because let's be honest, if we're not at peace with our bodies, nothing else holds. Now, for years, I treated my body like an enemy, something to be fixed, punished, and compared. But midlife shifted all of that. And notice you'll see throughout I use the language of she and not it. We have to remember our body isn't an it. She is me. She is you. She has carried us through every single chapter, every heartbreak, every season of overgiving, every late night, and every early morning when I somehow still showed up. The body always remembers. She is an accumulation of our entire life, and she holds it all inside of her. Here is what is both beautiful and sobering. Our body carries every version of us. The newborn, the teenager, the woman in her 20s trying to figure it all out, the version who broke down in her 30s, and the one rebuilding in her 40s and beyond. She holds our stories in her cells. The moments we celebrated, the times we stayed silent, and the heartbreaks we never spoke of. Every unprocessed emotion, the grief we swallowed, the anger we suppressed, the heartbreaks we minimized, they don't just vanish. They live in the body. They show up as tension in our shoulders, tightness in our chest, fatigue we can't explain, high cortisol levels. Our bodies carry the emotional archives of our lives. And yet throughout that, she still shows up for us day after day, holding the weight of all we've endured and the potential of all we can become. That's why healing isn't just mental or emotional, it's physical. It's allowing the body to release what she's been storing for years. So today, I want to explore what it looks like to stop waging war with your body and start partnering with her. We're going to break down 3 truths about you and your relationship with your body that I want you to keep close. First truth is simple. Move your body. Movement isn't punishment. It isn't about burning calories, shrinking, or fitting into jeans from 10 years ago. Movement is about energy. It's about saying she deserves to feel alive. Now, we have been conditioned to believe exercise is the consequence of eating, or that it's only worthwhile if it changes the number on a scale. But what if movement was simply a thank you? A way to say to your body, I see you, I appreciate you, and I want you to feel good. You don't have to run marathons or do 2-a-days at the gym. Start where you are. Take a walk outside after dinner. Stretch before going to bed. Dance in the kitchen with your kids and with your partner. That all counts towards movement. Make a commitment to move your body for 30 minutes a day. That's it. That's where we're going to start. And if you already go to the gym or you're starting back up, you got to ask yourself, what actually makes you feel good? And what makes you look forward to going to the gym? I personally don't enjoy high intensity workouts, so I skip those. For me, I love walking, yoga, Pilates, and weights. That's where you're going to find me. Now, you can find just about anything you want in the gym, so don't hold yourself to what you feel like you should do, but do what makes you feel good. Movement should be something you can find joy and appreciation in, and because that's what keeps you motivated on the days when discipline just feels too hard to find. Here's the second truth. The way you speak about your body matters. Now, this is where we're going to challenge ourselves. We are going to stop calling our body it. When we say it's ugly or it's big or this is just too fat, you separate yourself from her. You objectify the very vessel that makes everything in your life possible. But when you call her she, when you say she is strong, she is healing, she is beautiful, she is carrying me through this day, you're creating intimacy and a gratitude. Now, as women, we've accepted this strange social norm of self-deprecation. We say things like, I'm so fat, or I look terrible today, as if it's casual conversation. And when someone compliments us, we deflect. We explain it away instead of receiving it. Here's the truth. We are worthy of kindness. We are worthy of being seen. And when someone compliments us, that's our moment to practice receiving. Because the way we receive kindness from others is often the same way we receive kindness from ourselves. Now, science even backs this up. Words change chemistry. The language we use can shift our nervous system, our hormones, our confidence. If we constantly bully our body, she responds with stress. She responds with inflammation and tension and high cortisol. And when we honor our body, she softens, she opens up, she's able to receive, she's able to heal. So ask ourselves, what kind of relationship do we want with our body? Because the words we choose are the foundation of that relationship. The third truth is permission. We live in a culture that shames women for caring for themselves. We are told that rest is lazy, that skincare is vain, that movement is selfish, especially if it takes time away from responsibilities in our family. Now our medical choices even get policed and picked apart. And that's where I want us to lean in here for a second, because I am seeing a lot of conversation about GLP-1s like Ozempic or Wegovy. Some people call it cheating. Some people call it dangerous. I've seen people even shame other women over it. But here's the truth. What we choose for our body is our business, period. We are going to strip away the shame and the demoralizing around women's health choices, whether it's lifting weights, taking supplements, taking antidepressants, resting more, or yes, using medical tools like GLP-1s. That choice is ours. And it doesn't make us weak. It doesn't make us vain. It makes us a woman who's willing to do what's necessary to care for our body. Now, I have a personal experience using a GLP-1, and I'll be breaking it down more on my TikTok throughout this next week. But for now, I want us to hold this truth. We do not need permission from anyone else to care for our body. We already have it. Here's the bigger picture. Body is the foundation of the HAUS Formula. If we don't honor our body, boundaries become harder to hold and the beauty starts to feel disconnected. Everything else just wobbles. Our body is not an ornament. She's our home. She is our one constant companion that we will have from our first breath to our last. She deserves movement. She deserves kind words. She deserves care without guilt. When we begin to see her not as a problem, but as a partner, we unlock a whole new kind of freedom. Ladies, let's recap. We're going to move our body as an act of gratitude, not punishment. We're going to speak to her with kindness. Remember, she is not an it, she is you. We're going to give ourselves permission to care for her in all the ways that she needs with no shame attached. Now, this is the first pillar of the HAUS Formula, and this is a very foundational message because without it, nothing else stands. Next week, we'll dive into the second pillar, boundaries. And you know I love to chat about boundaries, so it's going to be good. Don't miss it. Be sure to come back for it. Now, in the meantime, I'd love to hear from you. I want you to DM me, comment, or share how you've been starting to see your body differently. because when one of us begins to honor our body, it gives the rest of us permission to do the same. Also, don't forget that you can also follow me. I'm on Instagram and TikTok under the House of Ruth. I would love to connect with you. And until then, move with gratitude, speak with kindness, and never forget, our glow begins in the way we honor our body. And with that, I will see you next time.